trying to think. They're using a lot of time, however.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, Beastmaster. Wow. And I think you ban the OD last pick here. It's good. You got to ban it. It just makes a whole lot of sense with Beastmaster. Getting the inner beast for the attack speed is great into the Morphling as well. This is just way too... It's way too obvious right now. Boom. For
10 seconds
Adroit, what do they want, however? Still don't know if there's a Prophet or a 5 or a 3. I don't know who plays it. Gotta imagine it's a 5 though. They need some way to control the Ember. They're lacking just a little bit of catch right now. It's really only the Earthshaker if you can get a fast blink. Trying to see. I don't know who can help out. It could be a Prophet 3 actually, but then what do you do with the... What do you put on the 5? Maybe you go like Jakiro Naga? And then put Morphling mid? But even then, that feels really weird. I'm trying to think of some offlane heroes to help deal with the Ember. They could just go like straight Tide Hunter. It's pretty good into the Beastmaster. We saw Tide get banned out last game as well. It's good into the Beastmaster because you have the Kraken Shell, so it's going to be able to purge off the Primal Roar. You're a good frontlining hero. You build utility, so I guess Prophet mainly builds utility though. But if he's a 5, he's not going to be able to. Trying to think of... Sand King's banned, so we're not going to have that. They played at 3. They...
Dire team ban.
They go back. How did I not think of that, man? I'm just so used to Dooms getting like first phase. It's either first phase ban or pick, and just when it doesn't happen, I'm just like, I completely forget about the hero. But I mean, there's some lockdown for the Ember. If you can get that ultimate off, it's gonna stop. It's gonna really make it hard for the Ember to take fights.
10 seconds remaining.
You can devour the Beastmaster creeps remaining. If he goes for... Sometimes I've seen Beastmasters go Helm of the Dominator, so Doom's very good at that, but you can, of course, get rid of the boards. So it looks like this Prophet is going to be a 5. You don't really have any Doom 5s. I know for a stage we were seeing, like, you know, Brew and Doom in the 5, but they ban out the Pugna. It's because they're picking OD. It has to. If I don't see an OD ban, it's going to make no sense. It's just, it looks so obvious. It pairs so well with heroes like Beastmaster and Drow because the auras you get from it. Great into the Morphling. If he goes full strength, you just get a crap load of Arcane Orb. And you can burst him from 4 to 0 as well with the Indifference. There's the OD ban.
Dire team pick.
Wraith King. Morph mid? Wow, we got a Wraith King. Okay. I like this. Boom ID kind of throw everything onto one hero, and then if they don't... I mean, if he, of course, comes back to life, then how do you kill him a second time?
10 seconds remaining.
I'm stumped on this last pick for Boom in the mid lane. They really wanted that OD. They're going to TA. They will go back for the Templar Assassin. Not as... I think I mean, you're still going to have a Radiance. Natsumi's going to be the one to pick this up, so you still have to be careful on the TA. But there's still not a lot of damage over time. I mean, Bok will have the Infernal Blade and the Scorched Earth, but regardless, TA should have a reasonably good time. We thought that last game. There you go. I mean, they have really good Roshan potential. Of course, same as last game. TA with the amount of minus armor you have, Beastmaster's going to be able to help out thanks to the Inner Beast, the bonus attack speed, and also, I mean, there's a good chance he goes Medallion.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright. So it seems like whoever I pick lose the game. That's what it seems like, because I don't think I've guessed any right. Can you really shy away from a Morphling? Like, he's probably one of the strongest cores right now. I think is the strongest core right now. It seems like no heroes can really deal with him. Spirit Vessel for a stage is good, but even then. And no one on Boom really built a Spirit Vessel. I mean, Rubik, if he goes, you kind of want Aetherlins into Blink, but his Spirit Vessel is going to take way too long. I think this is an issue. I like the Wraith King last pick. It looks really good. They're just crazy tanky once again. I don't think they kill the Morphling. Doom's just going to build a lot of utility. He's going to be the frontliner. He'll get the Doom off of the Templar Assassin. She'll have no impact in the team fight. Ember's not going to have a whole lot of damage as well, because you're going into an Earthshaker. So if you get, stunned once, then you're in a bad spot. That's a great win-loss on Ember, though, I must say. Of course, that's not competitive, but that's a hell of a win-loss. Once again, though, Makoto on the TA. This is going to be interesting to see.
Prepare for battle.
They're going to put the Morphling mid. I mean, looking at it now, Morphling's decent into TA because you get really high attack speed. Just because, I mean, a lot of the time you're like full agi. And a way to deal with refraction is having damage over time. Or just being able to constantly hit the TA. That's either with illusions or just high attack speed. So, I mean, damage over time is definitely a better way, but they're kind of the lesser ways to help deal with the TA. But I must say, I mean, I'm really liking the Radiant Draft right now.
30 seconds to battle.
You're also pairing up a Wraith King with a Nature's Prophet. So there's a lot of kill potential here. Prophet's going to have the Blightstone for the minus armor. And there is a lot of kill potential down bot. I mean, if, Wraith King can hit like level 3 and 3, 4, get, probably level 4, get 2 points in the Mortal Strike for the Skeletons. It's going to be a big issue for the Dire Heroes down at that bot side.
The battle begins.
Wait, what does... So Mortal Strike just adds the crit chance and also just the max amount of skellies you can get. Okay. Yo, Yokam's taking a beating here. That's the issue, going toe-to-toe. Had a little tussle with the Prophet. Blightstone really takes a big effect here. That's a hell of a block as well. What happened mid? Alright, we are underweight. It's kind of surprised Bok didn't run all the way around and devour the creep. He should have a really good time top though. There's no kill potential. Try and output a lot of damage, however, early on with the Fortune Sand. But the Fissure is going to straight away get rid of the Flame Guard here. And that blocks off Kezcute as well here. Bok's still got a skill point ready and waiting. Meanwhile, Makoto mid lane having a great time up against the Morphling. I should add, this isn't a good matchup versus the Morphling. But at least as the game goes late, Morphling's going to have really high attack speed. Which is kind of what I meant with how he's got the Agimorph to deal with the refraction charges. It still doesn't make the lane any easier. You see, I mean, Morphling has really low attack range. So does the Templar Assassin. But these side blades are just going to slowly chunk him down. You see he's already forced to bring out some extra regens. Another set of tangos. It's just the power of the Templar Assassin. It is a lane dominator. 8 and 3 already compared to the 4 and 0. You see the difference in experience as of right now. How is bot going? Natsumi up against... Be careful here actually. Stun. Connect. I mean, they get the Fey Bolt for the damage reduction. So just... Both teams just chipping around here. Probably going to wait. I don't even think there's a big level 2 timing, I must say. I mean, Wraith King, once you hit level 2, still need to wait for the Mortal Strike, those Skellies to come through. Prophet doesn't really hit a big timing either. It's not like something like a Grimstroke and a Centaur matchup. Like, Centaur, you get Retaliate level 1, and then you get Hoof Stomp, which is, just further the control. They lose the Koru, actually. Prophet TP on the backline. Meanwhile, Lock up top is taking a bunch of damage here. Flame Guard's going to get purged off. Ooh, nice to nice. That's actually big for Radiant here. I mean, able to get this Courier falling. I still think Bakoda's got a great lane. And you see Prophet's actually going to rotate through, try and burn a little bit of regen. He's got a Selva and some Tangos, but regardless, I don't think it's not going to help out a too lot. Does recognize that Mac's having a really hard time mid. So at least doing a little bit to help out. But in the end, that leaves now Natsumi solo down, but he's going to be fine. There's not a lot of kill potential with a Beastmaster and a Rubik. Minimal things as well, just those little things. Natsumi making sure he doesn't run the creep wave underneath the tower so it doesn't push in. Of course, it will eventually go underneath the tower because they've got this... Oh, I missed it. How did they get that? Wait, what? How does the Ember die there? Without fissure, wow, okay. Apologies.
Radiant structures
Now, in the meantime...
fortified.
What are they forwarding up here unless bot's getting pushed in, I guess. See any other way. Not keeping any creep wave alive. How's Mac going? Still 12-0, so having a rough time against Makoto. So even with this Courier dying, we saw Makoto was able to... still had enough regen for him to be fine with all the aggression from that Prophet early on. Okay, so he's got to be careful as well how far he opens the mark. When once Doom hits that level 4, the second point in the Scorch Earth, he's got the boots as well, so he moves incredibly fast to close the distance. And you see they're just man fighting as well. They actually blocked the camp. Looks like Radiant were playing too well around this, the Die Hard camp, just being able to pull that back. You see where the lane's positioned right now. And this Ember Spirit's not having the greatest matchup. I mean, this is a hero that I have not seen play too well at all lately. Stun out. Yokam going toe-to-toe with Natsumi here. They will be able to bring him down. And now Prophet's got to be careful as well. Falling extremely low here. The power of double boards just for the slow. So that's a big kill on the Wraith King there. I mean, FBZ, 2 points in the Inner Beast and also the boars as well. And this is a hero we don't see a whole lot anymore. It's still really strong, but, you know, they slightly nerfed the Hawk, so, you know, reduced HP. It's a lot easier to bring down. The boars as well, I believe, don't do as much damage, but just going to turn his attention to the Prophet. He's going to go for a TP out. And now this leaves Wraith King. Oh my lord. Yokam almost got critted down. He's going to go toe-to-toe with Natsumi. They're fine with this. I mean, just going to micro out the ball. And look at the damage output that he has. Just chucks out the Wraith Fire Blast. But even then, I mean, a lot of regen use. Now, Boomy's going to run straight into them here. He's got to be careful. Yokam will join them. Shaker is kind of hard to bring down. The Fissure's going to block them out slightly here. Just the TA want to rotate over, however. It's got the trap on the high ground if he rotates to the mid lane. Looks like he's just going to be able to TP out. So, they're not going to find him there. They do shrine up and potentially wanted to go for a smoke afterwards. They don't even have a smoke, so never mind. Looks like they're just going to try and find Mac mid. This is a hard kill. Probably got to lead him with the Fortune's End. Kezhut's going to run first. Interesting. Now, what's happening down bot? Radiant with 3 heroes. Right now, both teams content with farming. I mean, it's not that early aggression that we saw in game 1. Max got to be careful here. Doesn't have the waveform. Telekinesis. They'll drag him back. TP's going to come through from the Nature's Prophet. But it doesn't matter. I mean, 2 supports mid all for nothing. They get nothing out of it. It's space for Natsumi. He's going to do a lot of damage on the tower. A siege wave as well with the skeletons. Boomy. Falling low here. Look at the slow. Thanks to the ball, they bring him down. They'll turn their attention to the Prophet now. Nice body blocks. They're going to be able to close the distance. Kezhu, Fortune's End will be up shortly. FBZ's got the Quelling Blade on cooldown. Box going to TP through as well. Nice body blocks from the Illusions. Great micro from FBZ. It should be enough to keep him alive. They got the Sprout, but the Culling Blade will be there if need be. So in the meantime, bot does fall with a lot of space for the Wraith King. Takes that tier 1 tower. He's going to be going for the armlet. Something we saw in game 1. The power of MYSG picked up this Wraith King. They went the armlet into the Radiance build. So this is going to allow Natsumi to join these fights early on. It makes you extremely tanky as well. Really hard to bring down. They're going to smoke up. I don't know if they got scouted out. I don't really know the smoke is why they smoked. Maybe just to place a ward out of vision? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Regardless, TA probably going to see her rotating back to the jungle a little bit more, just allowing Yokam to get some solo experience mid. But in the meantime, Fervian has kind of caught up 29-2. Still not looking that great in the CS, but he's about to have the phase boots now completed. And Radiant, they're going to try and put aggression on this top side. Level 6 is coming out from both the Wraith King and also the Doom. They have the skeletons to put the pressure on the tower here, and they're going to be able to. Looks like there's nothing that Dire can do. I love this early aggression from Radiant. And they can push incredibly fast with the Nature's Call and that Mortal Strike just spawning the skeletons here. But Box got to be careful. Fortune's End. He's got the Doom as well. Scorched Earth. He wants to try and close the distance, but they're going to be able to get this tier 1 tower. Die can't do anything about it. Just watch on. Now, there we go. So tier 1 drops. In the meantime, Body's getting pressured in from FBZ. Box going to try and rotate through and deal with this. However, Prophet will join them as well. He's got the Sprout, but the Calling Blade straight away. So FBZ, he's going to be fine here. So Radiant, they rotate 3 heroes down bot. They're not going to be able to find the Beastmaster, who created a lot of space there. And it looks like he's going for the Vlads. What is he going for, FBZ? Wait, he's going treads? Interesting. I think phase boots is a lot better this game. And there's a lot of physical damage from Radiant. It's in this Morphling, the Wraith King. Phase boots is great against, you know, the high movement speed from the Doom. The Prophet as well, he can right click pretty hard. You know, once he gets to a stage, that Blightstone is just, you know, that little bit of damage reduction there. But I'm not opposed to the treads. It's just going to allow FPZ to tank up. So I don't hate it. Looks like... Wait, I swear he bought the Gloves of Haste. I'm tripping out. How's the top going? Fervian has the phase now complete. Just going toe-to-toe with Natsumi here. Just trying to push the wave in. And it's really hard for him to get brought down now. He actually went for the 114 build, which is not something we see a lot on the Ember anymore. A lot of the time when they're maxing out the slight. Waveform 4, they're going to try and find the Oracle here. Dire are going to rotate forward, but it looks like Makoto just can't keep his support alive. And this is the early game aggression we were talking about for Radiant. They're going to try and take their last tier 1 tower. In the meantime as well, Fervian will be able to get the bounty runes. Going to be able to get his own as well. So it looks like that's 4 for Boom ID, but in the meantime, they lose their last tier 1 tower. Mac now has the... Oh, that was close. I don't know what else he could have got with that. Not a whole lot. I tell you what, that would have been a... That's rough. He almost got double gloves. Hey, that's a value gloves right there. I know. I knew it. Oh, Yokam's on the back line. A lot of creeps around him. Box just going to get brought down with the haste. He got too aggressive. He fishes the mark. Let's check out the Doom as well. There's no way he survives this Boomy. With the Enchant Totem, stuns onto 1 here. They're going to try and turn to Yokam. So Doom will fall. TP coming through as well. They're going to try and turn their attention to the Beastmaster. Can they get a 2-for-1 here? Waveform, Adaptive Strike. And now Yokam as well, sitting through the trees. Going to try and cut through. But Natsumi, he's on the other side here. Be able to bring him down thanks to the right Fire Blast. Okay, so it will be a 2-for-1. They're going to continue just push in the lane here. Wraith King is about to have enough gold for the armlet if he wants to go for it, or if he's just, you know, going straight for the Radiant. It's going to be interesting for him. In the meantime, Makoto has been getting some farm as well. Still top of the net worth, closing in on this Desolator. And even then, looks like he can take this tier 1 tower if he wants to. Going to get a big D-ward around that mid lane, but they're just going to try and take an ancient stack here. They don't do this well at all. Radiant have to be careful, because Dire are going to rotate through. They want to try and take this fight here, so they get a few creeps here. I believe it was just one of the big ones. That's all she wrote. They'll be able to disengage. TP away from the Prophet. Is going to try and push in the mid lane. He will be going for the Spirit Vessel. The damage over time is going to be really good into the Templar Assassin. Stops a lot of the heals as well from the Oracle. Bok is also... He's got a Soul Ring? This is... You don't see this a lot on Dooms. I'm kind of surprised he went Soul Ring. I mean, he's got the drums for the mana regen. You can just fly out Clarities as well. I don't know about this. I guess it's just the stats are going to help him tank up. Who was he up against? It was the Ember. So all I can think of is he wanted the Soul Ring for the laning stage to just constantly chuck out the Hadouken to deal with the Flame Guard. But even then, I mean, how much does it do? 160 damage. The absorption is a lot. Yeah, it's 500. Even at level 2 in Flame Guard, it's gonna it's not gonna get brought down from one Hadouken. So I don't know about the Soul Ring. I guess just help him tank up. They're gonna TP in, however. Prophet's gotta be careful here. Makoto's got the Desolator. He's gonna go for the Sprout, but it doesn't matter. They cut through the trees. They got vision from the trap as well. A nice find for them. I mean, not before the bounty run, so, but in the meantime, it still just allows Radiant to continue farming up here. Natsumi really wants this straight Radiant. You see, he hasn't bought the armlet just yet. If he can get this, I think recognizing Radiant that they've got this, you know, they were the ones putting pressure on the map. And Dire kind of just waiting for the Templar Assassin to hit, you know, the Blink Desolator. That's when you really start to come online. When TA goes for a Deso, she just wants to continue farming up. Either take Roshan fast or just take stacks. And you see, she hasn't really left the jungle area. And this means Wraith King's able to go straight for the Radiance. It also allows Boomy to get a lot of space. Who has the Tranks and the Windlace. 1300 gold in the bank. And this is something we saw similar to game 1. The side of Boom ID gave a lot of space for this Earthshaker. They gave him a solo lane. And that's exactly what's happening. Absolutely love how teams are prioritizing this Earthshaker right now. It makes a whole lot of sense. Because that's, you know, where you get a lot of your initiation from. It's a big team fight. But Dire, they're going to try and push the tempo here. They will smoke up. Bok does get scouted out. He's extremely tanky. He's got the double Devour coming through as well. I don't know if they actually killed him here. Chains will hold him in. The drums afterwards for the movement speed is going to allow him to run himself away, but they get the roar. Will it be enough, however, to hold Bok in place here? Fissure on the mark, connects only on third of him. The Remnant forward as well. Purifying Flames is going to start adding up. They finally catch the Doom here. CMLC is going to go for the TP. That was a long TP. Felt like he cancelled that a few times. This is once again what Phil... This was similar to game 2. They get a DD. They just walk straight to Roche. Boomy does scout it. Interesting Fissure. Just going to try and delay this. This is... Epizet got a medallion yet? So it doesn't. But this is the timing we saw in game 2. This TA picking up Desolator and the double damage rune as well. And there's really nothing Radiant can do about it. So once again, a really fast Aegis Makoto the one to claim that. He's about to have the Blink Dagger. And let's see if... let's see if Dire... with this first Aegis and, you know, Blink Desolator, if they can push the tempo a lot faster than what they did. Well, I mean, they still played that really well, that first Aegis. They got a lot of towers. I think they got 2 tier 2s in game 2. But let's see if they can get, you know, a further lead here right before Radiance is going to get picked up. This is big. If they can... It doesn't look like they're set up right now to find the Wraith King before he gets a Radiance Mac. Cool, that was a fast Remnant. Was able to get the chains to hold the Ember Spirit in place, trying to allow Doom to close the distance, but looks like they're going to slowly push top in. Medallion will be coming out from FBZ. It's going to give you a lot of armor to help against the Radiant side. They got a great Hawk on the backline as well in case, but this is so reminiscent of game 2. You know, this Aegis push coming in around that top side with the Siege Wave as well. They're going to take the tier 1 tower. They'll probably turn their attention to the tier 2 as well. They would push immensely fast with the Vlads and also the balls stacking up here. In the meantime, Boomy closing in on the Blink. He has it now. Well, I mean, he's got enough gold. Radiant's picked up on the Wraith King as well. So Radiant, they're hitting their timings here. Earthshaker's going to TP in and reveal this. Gets a Blink away. I'm really surprised. Would have been much better if he could smoke up on the backline. Chains onto 2, they get the roar on the Doom as well. Look at the push up on the high ground here, and the Doom running extremely low here. They bring him down. Sprout won't be able to keep him alive. Fervient's not done just yet, however. Boomy, do they have enough control? Wraith Fire Blast, a Fissure as well. Down to Ghoul, false promise, blink forward Makoto. He finds a Prophet. Earthshaker's going to try and hold them in place as well. Reincarnate from the Wraith King's not going to be enough. Okay, so Aegis will get claimed here. Boomy still has that ultimate as well. Can they get the Blink away? They have the control coming through. Meanwhile, up to the north, Makoto's going to get brought down. They're going to try and chase for more as well. KSQ, one more right click. They'll bring him down thanks to the Scorched Earth. Doom is out on the Ember Spirit, but it doesn't matter. And Dire, that is not what you want. We saw... I mean, you still get the T2 tower, but We saw in game 1, they were able to get so much more out of it. They're going to find Yokam as well. What a sprout, man. That's going to be enough? They got the body blocks as well from the treants. We'll just be able to run through. He stole the Doom on Rubik, but it doesn't matter. Fissure from afar. Rubik's going to drop. Doesn't get the Doom out. All of a sudden, Radiant, they have the net worth lead. And this is big for them. I mean, that was a fight with, you know, Radiance and Blink getting picked up. But you're going into TA ages, and now all of a sudden, I mean, Boom ID kind of feels reminiscent of game 1. I mean, they had a really good first ages, and then after that, it kind of just slowly died down for them. And they're just going to continue the threat. Top's getting pushed in. Mid as well. Fervy might be under some contention here, but it looks like he's going to run out to the you know, top side of the boundary rune. And you can't kill Natsumi. I mean, he's about to have Reincarnate up. Like, lift up the wave, I guess, just protecting top into the skeletons who push incredibly fast. But still, Wraith King now. They're going to go on him right now, it looks like. But if they can hold out for another, you know, 13 seconds until he gets that ultimate, looks like they've got so much damage. Fissure onto 2. Boomy, what a save coming through. Wraith Fire Blast as well. 7 more seconds will be enough. Echo Slam's there. They'll turn their attention to the Beastmaster. They keep him alive. And all of a sudden, this game has gone downhill for Dire. They're going to smoke up. Try and get more out of this. They do lose the Cory though. What is that? Ultimate Orb potentially morphling with the Manta. It's just going to be a great way to get out of the chains. The Fortune's End as well. They're going to try and catch one of the heroes. They might find Yokem here. Smoke's going to pop. They will scan him out with the ward on the high ground. Kezgut's on the backline, but nothing he can do to keep his pairing support alive here. Adaptive strike from afar will bring him down, and then they're not done just yet. They're going to rotate up top. Makoto does have the blink. It's going to go on top of the creep wave, however. Let's try, I should say, on top of the lane. Uh-oh, Boomy. Hot on the tail here. They got the scan. Will connect. Still on top of, though, the meld is there. Do they have any detection? Doesn't look like it. Boomy right on top of him. And they're going to TP back. They'll be able to give vision. They got a sentry. They're coming straight back for this. Here comes a Prophet. Makoto's got a blink. They need to get a right click in. Goes to the south. The TP out. They'll be able to stun this. Nice fissure from Boomy. And now Makoto. That's another death for her. Down for 50. And all of a sudden Morphlink. He's going to take the throne on the top of the net worth. A great find for Radiant. They're just constantly rotating across the map. This right before the bounties as well, so they're going to be able to get 2 up top. Was it DD down bot? Actually, where was this? Sorry, it was up top. So Max able to claim this. They'll turn their attention to the tier 2 tower, but Fervian 0, 2, and 4. He's got the Maelstrom, the drums as well, going for the Lincoln's going to stop against a lot of the single target abilities. Bok, however, Warstorm won't connect here. Ferving does have a Remnant, so he's going to be fine. A TP rotation as well from the Beastmaster, but he's got to be careful. It's forced to stop it now. He's all the way down bot. The fissure from Boomy. They stole the Ray Fire Blast, but it doesn't matter. Tier 2 is going to drop. And Boomy's going for a Ghost Step. I love this pickup. It's going to help against, you know, Beastmaster's got a lot of physical damage. Great against the Templar Assassin as well. And now all of a sudden, Radiant, they're the ones in command. And it's just, you know, Dota is an amazing game. How all of a sudden a net worth lead can swing that fast. And it looks like their next objective is going to be the bot tier 2 tower. And this observe ward reveals it. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually placed one on the high ground. Kind of surprised they didn't, but you got to look at the vision from both sides. I mean, Radiant, they place the wards, you know, here and also up top. This allows them to control the jungle and allows them to take the top tier 2 tower. And now with this ward behind the bot tier 2, that reveals that's their next objective. Probably potentially waiting for maybe items coming through. I mean, Crimson Guard's almost completed. Natsumi's about to have the Assault Cuirass as well, but here comes the push. I mean, I'm going to try and defend bot. Radiance is also great against the Hawks. I didn't think about that, actually. Can they try and burn this Reincarnate? Looks like they will. They bring him down once. TP rotations coming through extremely fast here. They can't get the blink away. Wraith Fire Blast with the false promise. Makoto's going to be fine here. Boomy on the backline. They will have the Fissure on cooldown. FBZ's going to get brought down. They get the Doom out as well. So Templar Assassin, it's going to be 2 dead in the bot lane. They find the Rubik on the side as well. Echo Slam to hold him in. Kezgut's trying to do as much as he can, but will it be enough? He's got the blink, still getting cancelled off thanks to the damage over time. And now they'll find Kezgut here. Boom, he's got a stun. It's going to be 4 heroes down on the side of Boom ID. Nothing they can do. And all of a sudden, Top's getting pressured as well. Gotta be careful because Rubik's going to TP through. We'll be able to cut through thanks to the Calling Blade. Fervian's going to try and close it as well. Nice Sprout steal. Allows Fervian to get in range. And they'll be able to bring down the Prophet at least. So that feels like their first kill in so long. But all of a sudden, I mean, a lot of damage onto the tower. Space for them to take the tier 2 mid. They're also pushing down bot. And this could feel like all the outer towers being claimed right now for the Radiant side. And it looks like that's going to be the case. And there you go. A 9k gold net worth lead right before Roshan as well. It's going to be up in a minute 30. Mac is going for the Lincolns. Kind of surprising. I guess it's just great into the Roar. That's all he's really worried about. The Roar and the Telekinesis. If he can sustain all that lockdown, then he's going to be fine. Now, I mean, they're going to try and smoke up. This kind of feels like a desperation smoke. FBZ has got the blink and the Roar. Who can they find around the top side, though? That is, I mean, that's the big question. Natsumi's rotating through, but he will have, I mean, the Reincarnate, which is now level 18. Sorry, he is level 18, so 3 points in it. So with the 40-second Reincarnate cooldown, and they can't kill him here. This is just, this is like a death note for them. Fighting right on top of the shrine. They're going to go for the Roar. They probably get to Reincarnate, but it means everyone else dies on Dire. Fissure onto 2. Blink forward as well. They get the Ray Fire Blast. Meanwhile, on the side, Kezut's going to get brought down. He doesn't get the False Promise off in time. Makoto's going to follow. They'll find Yokem as well. That's exactly what we spoke about. 4 dead on Boom ID. What a horrible fight for them. Yokem will slowly tick out. Just nothing he can do. Them trying to take a fight around that shrine was so questionable. We've seen twice now, Fervian. Remnant away, he'll be fine. Stun still connects, however. It's got one more Remnant to work with. We literally saw what happened down bot. They tried to kill Wraith King on top of the tier 2 tower. They got rid of the Reincarnate. But, I mean, Ursha can just follow up insanely fast. He's got the blink for the mobility. And Fissure is an insane cast range. You can use that ability from so far away. Just gives you so much space and further time for the supports to rotate through, and now they're just walking up high ground. Tier 3 tower is going to drop. It's a 14k gold net worth lead, and these are now shrines available right before Roshan. This is massive for Radiant. Looks like they're going to double back though, potentially thinking Dire just going to walk up the high ground blindly, maybe thinking Radiant are roshing here, but instead they're going to try and take the bottom bounties. Looks like Prophet's already been able to deal with this, however. And there goes the shrine. That's a lot of map control. So now Dire won't be able to TP to that to try and protect Roshan potentially. They've got to TP, to around the tier 3 tower. Mid lane, Smoke's gonna pop here. Chains holds it. Shaker in place here. They get the Fissure out. Also the Doom as well. So there's no way he can Remnant away. False Promise gonna try and keep him alive a little while longer. Prophet's gonna TP on the backline. They get a perfect Sprout to block him in. Meanwhile, up to the north, Yokem getting brought extremely low. So they find the Ember. They'll find the Rubik as well. It's gonna be 2 heroes dead. Are they done just yet? Looks like the rest of Dire are able to make their escape here. They still have the bounties up top. Mac's going to try and take these ones. Potentially sets up on the Templar Assassin as well. Or they just rotate back into Roche. And that's exactly what they're going to do. And Boom ID, I mean, on the brink of getting it eliminated. And they're just not showing up right now. Radiant are just far outplaying them. And Natsumi is about to have the blink as well, so just further initiation to catch these heroes on the backline. There's a force off from Makoto, but is it even enough? Like, he's about to have the Hurricane Pike, but I still feel like TA is just way too squishy. Like, if she loses Refraction, she just gets killed. One stun brings her down. I'm kind of surprised she didn't get a BKB, because all of a sudden, Radiant, they're walking up high ground with the Aegis in hand. What do they steal? Okay, top's gonna get deep pushed in, bot's getting pushed in as well, but full set of racks down mid. There's a mech now picked up on your position 5 Prophet, man. Now, they're not done just yet. They're going to continue the push. Cheese on Wraith King. He's got the Reincarnate, level 20, so went for the Skeleton Spawn. I mean, there's no way they can burn the mana right now. No Necro on the Beastmaster. Fissure. Only on the Oracle here with the Waveform 4. They get the Wall Stomp. They're going to be able to bring him down. Does not have buyback now. Chains onto 2, but it doesn't matter. Sprout is well on the far side here. They scout at Yokan. And nice storm with the Rave Fire Blast. The Telekinesis as well. The Roar on the backline here. Natsumi falling extremely low here. They're going to try and find the Earth Shaker, but it doesn't matter here. He's got the Ghost Scepter. And now look at the damage. Reincarnate's going to come through. They got the slows. Fervium with the... Will it be enough? The chains to hold him in. They get the Echo Slam as well. He's going to end up fully. Can he get the Remnant? No. He gets brought down. He does have buyback. He's going to TP through FPZ as well with the Blink 4. Batum's right on top of him here. They get the Infernal Blade. FPZ's going to drop the Corridor as well. And now they turn their attention to Mac, but he's still got ages. It doesn't matter. Trap almost enough damage. Meanwhile, what are they still? They get the Scorched Earth. Lincoln's going to get popped here. Telekinesis will drag him back. Falling pretty low here. But he's still got the Replicate. Now Fervium with the Sprout. Look at the damage. Morphling's going to be careful here. Aegis still in hand. They got the Doom as well. Makoto, if he oversteps a mark here. Nice blink away. Stops that Wraith Fire Blast. And they're still just trying to take the racks. They know they're in position here. They've got 5 heroes still up with the ultimates. Blink forward in the backline. They won't be able to catch him. However, instead, they'll find TA False Promise. What a fissure. Stolen from Yokan. They're going to try and remnant forward. Fervium doesn't want to initiate, however. It doesn't matter. Reincarnate is back up. That's the power of the level 18. Natsumi is just going to continue fighting. He's still got Cheese as well. Mac just waiting for the Aegis to pop here. It's another full set of racks now down. And there's nothing Dire can do. A chains onto 2. A fissure once again. Will it be enough? It's going to hold them back. And it looks like Radiant. That's all they wrote. They're going to try and disengage now. Going to go for a TP out. They can't cancel that. Won't be able to join them as well. They've got to be careful. Radiant are still in the area. Bok has the ultimate with the blink as well. They'll get the Aegis. Enchant on him. Nice. They keep Beastmaster alive for great 4-staff. So Aegis does get claimed. That is now a 24k gold net worth lead for the Radiant side. And they're not done just yet. Blink picked up on the Wraith King. BKB as well for the Doom. And he picked up the Wraith King's blink. They're going to try and catch someone mid here, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to. Radiant able to scout at the rotation thanks to this really deep Observe Ward. And they're fine. They got 8. So they still have Cheese and Reincarnate. They're going to take this fight here. Waveform forward. Still have that Stolen Fissure. It looks so nice, the green. On the backline, never mind, they get vision. Chain's going to be there. The Sprout as well. Rubik falling extremely low. They bring him down. And Chain turn him onto 2, but he does get the 4-stuff away. A buyback going to be coming through with the Ward Stomp as well. They get the Doom down. TA's going to drop. And this could just be game. They call it. Boom ID, they're going to get knocked out. Adroit, they're going to move on to the lower bracket round 2. They were 2-1 Boom ID. Wow. Wow. I mean, game 1 looked like Adroit got demolished in the first series. They got demolished in game 1, and it kind of had that reminiscent feeling like, oh, Boom ID might just 2-0 them here. But all of a sudden, Adroit, they turn it around. This Earthshaker. I mean, we saw Boom ID. They played it in 3 out of their 5 games. You know, the games that they didn't play was thanks to the other team first picking the Earthshaker. And just once again, they had, I mean, what? Earthshaker Morphling, same as that game 2 lineup. And they just, nothing that Dire could do. This TA, I mean, hit a really good timing. You get Desolator thanks to the DD early. So you're able to have, you know, Deso blink at around 15 minutes. You go for this tier 2 push up top. But they just dived way too far. And that was a round when Booming got his blink as well. And just, we're seeing a lot of teams recognize how to play with the Earthshaker. You try and have at least one hero that can rotate back to the jungle, which allows Earthshaker just continue farming up. He gets a free lane and allows him to get a lot of experience and get this really fast blink. And now Radiant, once they had that, they were in commanding position. They never looked back. With that being said, Adroit, they're going to move on. So this will be what the bracket is looking like. I mean, we're going to have, I mean, that is what it's looking like so far. So Boom ID, they're going to get knocked out. Adroit are going to face the loser of, sorry, they're going to face the loser of Power or Maneski. Let me take a look and see how that's going right now. Oh, Maneski 2-0 them. Okay. That was, wow. Maneski have won in, all their games have been under like 26 minutes. Okay, so tomorrow we have team Adroit taking on against Power of NYSG and the Mineski. They are in the grand finals. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for us today. Before we head off, a final shout out. Thanks to DX Racer for helping support the event. I know all the pro players are sitting extremely comfortably thanks to the guys over there just helping out with the chairs. I know I am as well. I mean, I've got my own. This thing is extremely comfy, but that being said, we are now done for the night. 2 best of 3s completed. Boom ID, the first team to get knocked out of the StarLadder minor qualifiers. Team Adroit, they're going to move on. With that being said, 2 more best of 3s tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everyone watching. And I'll see you guys very, very shortly. Some more Southeast Asia Dota action tomorrow.